rescue. You want to press people, you no book. Show me the million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue.
Yeah. To deliver you from something, take you from something.
So you are the poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people. Rescue the million rescue. That will can't help me while here.
That's the same thing.
But Jota Bagala can't tell you the water. He can't pour one making the water back to kill on money. You know they get people the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Chelsea. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 400 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Jota Bagala. Where will be our result next year? We wouldn't even 1 year. Where will be our result the following year?
Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Patience Mane.
Patience Mane. You selling the market here?
Yes.
I'm selling it.
Yes.
I'm selling it.
No market. I'm just son. I go look for one season.
You go look for the market, you see so?
I see food, call it food price. The way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another price. When you come, you buy a different price. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry in to the cold storage.
They put it back on market. Very rich.
How much for the face?
You buy snapper 14,000. What we used to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buying it 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say he came to rescue us. But the rescue that ain't doing that, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend here, they're not giving nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. Why they cause a motor burner running? They were not doing the one. They are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we must be able to steal our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of all we not got north from the south go. And that business we do, we not understand our children run to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we not understand the rescue team. So they were taking them from all on the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to Zoom. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
A rapper now, a more than rapper.
Okay.
The drugs is rapper. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of Zoom.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the Zoom that they bring in Jota Bagala. Because we are trying to sell our push. But now Zoom, when he said I see that you are so sticking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our boys children, we ask him to please help us to make our children to leave Zoom. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back, harder. Police people beating our children on the street. They say they should register, they should become over there, go over that, everything they do. But what police people are killing? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't Napa, tell him, sorry. We're not taking somebody out for the country. So we should tell our president to help with the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
We get God a great for we don't have to tell what take you for. But money ain't in the country now.
In process.
For now, if I have to tell you that before we're all there, all
Right up, crazy. We also do appreciate what laundry outside. CDC family. We also do appreciate what you doing outside. CDC family.
Fellow Liberians home and abroad,
CDC family.
are you in the DMV area?
We also do appreciate.
The DMV area of the USA comprises of DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So if you are a citizen residing in any one of these states, that is in DC, in Maryland, and Virginia, you are invited to a very, very, very important meeting of all citizens and prospective citizens.
We also do appreciate.
The meeting is scheduled for Thursday. That will be tomorrow, the 29th of May, 2025. On behalf of the chairman of the DMV chapter, he is inviting all CDC USA sympathizers and lovers of the party to a very important meeting. This meeting is scheduled for tomorrow, 7 p.m. That is Eastern Time, which will be tomorrow is Thursday, May the 29th, 2025. The conference number to join the meeting is going to be an online meeting. The conference number for this meeting is 774-777-4255. And you can enter the code. It's going to ask you for the code. The code is 592621. All of you seditionists, Liberians, sympathizer of the CDC, you are invited to that meeting, including those of you who are seditionists but not residing in the DMV area. You are invited as a special guest to participate in our meeting. Again, all members of the CDC USA, sympathizers, lovers, and those who are wanting to be member of the CDC, you are invited to a very, very important meeting. And that meeting will be tomorrow, Thursday, May the 29th, at the hour of 7 p.m. The conference number to enter the meeting is 774-777-4255, and the code is 592621. All of you are invited. Oh, yes. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. Fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we want to use this occasion to welcome each and every one of you under the Palava Hall. We want to say thank you so much for the support that you continue to give this platform. I know it is not easy, especially Liberians supporting their own. It's something that is very tough. But we are grateful that we are getting there, as our brother AB will always say, Teacher Lat, Anthony, Abraham, Godson, William will always say, we are getting there. It is not easy. Liberians will put their all into giving the best, but sometimes it becomes very, very difficult to get the dividends of their best, especially from their own people. But again, we want to say thanks to those of you who continue to share, those of you who continue to like our content, those of you who continue to comment, even though you may not agree with us. But whenever you see us on, you are here to disagree, to agree. We want to say thank you so very kindly. It's something that we really appreciate. Thank you so very well. So this morning, this afternoon, this evening, I want to appeal to you to please hit for us the share button. Share with friends around, share with family members so that they all know that we are here. I really, really do appreciate all of you for the level of support that you continue to give us. In a special way, I want to recognize Mata Goba. I want to say thank you, Mama, for all of the support that you continue to give. My sister Fatu Sharif, I want to say thank you so much. I even want to appreciate someone here who do not agree with us, but they come and express their disagreement, in a more respectful manner. I want to say welcome to my own brother, Say Gongano. Say Gongano do not agree with us. He has his own political, ideology, believe in what he believes in. But he comes here, to disagree with us. And I want to say to you, my brother, Say Gongano, is something that, especially us who are seditionists, we respect diversity, we respect diverse view. As compared to our brothers in the Unity Party who do not appreciate and understand what we call living together in diversity. So I want to say to my brother Ese Gongano, I appreciate you. You always come to disagree, to put forth your own ideas. I think this is the kind of Liberia that President Weah has always been outing for, that we can live together in the same environment, even if we do not have the same political ideology, but we can live as brothers, as sisters. You can have your own idea, you can prop up your own idea. I can also, prop up mine, but let us, live in the same environment. So I want to say thanks to you. I also want to appreciate my own brother Otaka. Thank you so very kindly, my brother Otaka, for the level of support that we continue to receive from you. I really, really do appreciate. This is not something that we play with, especially support coming from all of you. And to all of you who continue to share this platform from day one, you've been sharing. I really do appreciate you, and I want to say thank you. I also want to use this time to welcome our own uh, Wumjo King. Wumjo King, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate you. I want to welcome a lovely big sister, one who is very supportive of what we do here, my own lovely big sister, our mother, says Claudia Allison. I want to say thank you so much, Mama, for your support and for everything that you continue to do. I really, really want to thank you. It is people like you that make the platform what it is. You continue to support behind the scene, in front of the scene. You continue to put your face in this revolution and continue to defend this particular revolution. Mama, I want to say thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. I can't wait, for us to see in person, that I will give you that warm, motherly, sisterly hug. I want to say thank you so much for everything you continue to do and for your belief that you have in the platform. Thank you so, so very kindly, including all of you who are going to watch this video. Morris Kamara, I want to say you're highly welcome. I appreciate you, my brother Morris Kamara. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Thank you so much, including those of you who will watch this video after we should have left, from here. Those of you who will also come back to watch, I want to say you are also highly, highly welcome. So we have an announcement that we want to put out very quickly. We want to put up this announcement, and it's for all of us. All members of the CDC USA that is residing in the DMV. The DMV comprises of DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Uh, these chapters put together, it is referred to as the DMV chapter. So all seditions, including those of you who may be wanting to be part of the party, you wanting to be part of the CDC, or you are a sympathizer of President Weah, you support his agenda for a better Liberia, all of you are invited to a very, very important meeting. This meeting is slated for tomorrow, which will be Thursday, May the 29th, at about 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you are invited to this meeting. The conference number to join this meeting is you just dial 774-777-4255, and the code will be 592621. So all seditions, even if you are not residing in the DMV chapter, you in other chapters, and maybe you want to, be part of the meeting, we are also inviting you. You are also invited to be part of this particular meeting. We are one people. Our agenda remains one. Why it is true that we in the DMV, but all of us have one agenda, and that agenda is to make Liberia a better country, is for us to amalgamate our political forces in order for us to liberate Liberia from the tyrant that has taken over this nation in presence of Joseph Numa Boakai. So you are also invited. Why it is true we'll be discussing the DMV issue, but you are also invited. So we are open up to receiving all of you. And this announcement was sent in by the Honorable Manning George, who is the chairman of the DMV chapter, is inviting every sedition, and all of you are invited. Thank you so very kindly. And those of you who are not in the chat room, if you are in the DMV area, you can send in your number, or you can give me a text. You know my number. My number is all over the place, 443-991-3356. Just send a text. If you can call, send a text, introduce yourself, and we'll add you to the chat room after, some let's say verification, because we have to verify it before we can add people to the chat room. So all of you are invited to our tomorrow's meeting. All of you are invited. Thank you so very kindly. Today, fellow Liberians, I will be discussing two major issues. One has to do with the meeting that was held here by Nibanians in support of Jeremiah Kum presidency. And the second will be this issue of Honorable Edwin Mervyn Snow and the government of Liberia. Again, I want to say, please do me a favor. Please hit the share button. Like I said, we this time around going to be very slow in our explanation, which is unusual on this platform, but it's for a reason. So hit for us the share button, tag your friends, tag family members, let them know that we are here. You know, over ambitiousness sometimes will kill your desire and your dream. I repeat, over ambitiousness sometimes on a land at war, sometimes it's going to even kill your ambition and your dream if it is not managed well. That's the reason why you need to be careful as a human with how you pursue your goal. Because if you are not careful in pursuit of a particular goal, if you are not careful, not stand fast, not committed and dedicated to what you want to achieve, you may end up slipping along the way. There are many people who, when you interview, they will tell you, my man, I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be this, I wanted to be that and that. But along the way, they will tell you, but it is our prayer that your dreams will not be hindered by anything, that you will accomplish what you actually desire. So again, I want to say hit for us the share button as we welcome each and every one of you. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. We want to say happy menstruous day to all of our mothers. Today is considered as the menstruous day, mess day, if you want us to say mess day. And it is women that are blessed to observe that identical change in their life when they are going through their menstrual cycle. That is one of the most unique period in their life. The workings of God in the life of women. Do not overlook it. It's something that is very precious. It shows transformation. It shows development. It shows the ability of the body to accept and at certain time process and refuse. So to all of our mothers, all of our sisters, we want to say to you, happy menstruous day to all of you. If you have a girl child who is mature, begin to teach her the importance of menstruation. Begin to talk to her the danger of playing around, men, especially during that period or immediately after that period. Take the time to actually talk to them and let them understand the importance of it. Let them know when it is safe and how to take care of themselves during that particular period of, menstruation. Most of our parents did not receive such a teaching. But now that we are in this modern world, set your children down, talk to them, make them to understand why it is important, how to take care of themselves, how to behave during this time, close to where, what to eat, what not to eat, the kind of things to get involved with, what not to get involved with. It's very important. Yeah. When the children are little, talk to them about it. Yeah. Talk to them about it. I am a father with 5 girls. Like I always tell people, I have 5 girls. God has blessed me with 5 girls. So these things, we have conversation about it. So again, as a parent, don't be ashamed, don't be afraid. Talk to them about it. Let them know how important it is. So again, to all of our mothers, I want to say Happy Men's Day to you. We wish you well. I want to start from the first that I talk about. Which we could have our brother here. We're supposed to be having one of our brother who will be joining us, our brother Jake. I know if he has the time, he's going to join us, but we are hoping to see him. You know, the desperation of Jeremiah Kuhn to becoming president is something that, I cannot really get over. I can't get over it. And because of this, it is bringing some bad blood in the governance cycle of Liberia. Jeremiah Kuhn see himself as the next president, which is not bad because everybody must, aspire for something great. But the way he is doing it is at the expense of Joseph Numa Boakai health, which I think is something that is concerning. Jeremiah Kuhn is making people to understand that Boakai is unfaith, that Boakai does not have the health that it takes to lead the country. Jeremiah Kuhn is infusing this particular knowledge or this particular propaganda in his people to the extent that you have not even gone 2 years in your vice presidency. You are sending money and organizing program, and at this program, the people are openly saying President Jeremiah Kuhn. President Jeremiah Kuhn. Instead of being focused on how you can work with the government to achieve for the Liberian people, he is not focused on that. He is focused on how he can solidify his base in order to be the next president. And this is going to affect us as Liberians with the kind of rift that is going on in the party or in the governance cycle. You saw what happened in Nimba County with the by-election. Jeremiah Kuhn went there in full gear. Everything that was done in Nimba County was a pure show of strength on the part of Jeremiah Kuhn. Jeremiah Kuhn wanted to appeal to his people within this particular government that he is capable, he is strong enough to pull the vote in his favor. So everything you saw going on there in Nimba during the by-election was Jeremiah Kuhn sending out a message to the Unity Party, sending out a message to people who are in this government and have different thoughts that believe that Jeremiah Kuhn should not be. Sending a message to even his supporters and telling them that I am capable, I can pull the strings. That's the reason why you saw that they were pushing a narrative. And that narrative was the Nimba County by-election is a stepping stone for his victory in 2029, which is false. Because over the period, the political dynamics is going to change. It's going to change. To the extent what we witness in Nimba, if you pay careful attention, there was voter fatigue. The numbers of voters that usually turn up when Prince Johnson was alive is not the kind of voter that turn up. there was a huge disparity in the vote, in voter turnout in so many areas. Jeremiah Kun wants to project himself as the next kingmaker, but it is impossible. You know why it is impossible? It is impossible because this man does not have a political base and a political capital. Jeremiah Kun is vice president at the expense of Prince Johnson, not at his expense. Jeremiah Kun became a senator in that particular county due to the help of the CDC. So Jeremiah Kun, unlike Prince Johnson, who had been able to solidify his seat in the hearts and the minds of Nibanians, who had a constituents who could say yes and people will follow. Jeremiah Kun is not that person. You know, I must say this, right? Whether you believe it or not, but Jeremiah Kun is one of those blessed Liberians that we have in our midst. Believe it, take it, or leave it. This is not politics. You know why? Because Jeremiah Kun has not really struggled politically for anything. Let me tell you this. He has always ride on the expense of other people, on the love and sympathy of other people to get to where he wants to get. Jeremiah Kun is vice president today because of the work that people like Henry Costa did. Believe him or not, hate him or not, but that is the reality. Jeremiah Kun is vice president today because of the work the late Prince Johnson did. Jeremiah Kun became a lawmaker, a senator because of the conditions, what we did. Jeremiah Kun was literally flogged in Nimba County, even with the support of the CDC, the government at the time, by Edith Gonglo Ware. You saw how thin the margin was when he became senator. You saw how thin the margin was. And bulk of the support came from the government. The CDC came from the government. So he rode on that particular wave to becoming a senator. It was not because of his political base and his political capital. It was not because he's somebody who, has a very strong, let's say, political weight in the county. No. It happened because of the help of other people. Like I said, believe it or not, Jeremiah Kun is one person that is blessed of benefiting from other people. I want to welcome a fellow gladiator, and we found time to see. I will get to this brother. This brother have too much worth of experience politically that we need to tap in. William Slinkin, bro. I'm going to reach out to him. We said he and I, we are on the Diaspora Talk on Kings FM. And I want to say thanks to Abraham Godson Will and the management of Kings FM for giving us an opportunity, a slot on that particular platform. My brother Abraham Godson Will, may God bless you for giving us the opportunity. Not many people will want to give people opportunity like you have given us. So we acknowledge you. We want to say thank you for that slot that you have given us. Over the past weeks, you've not been seeing us there is because, we're trying to set up, whatever we had to set up technology wise. That's why we've not been there. But I want to say thanks to Abraham Godson William for that opportunity. So my brother, William Slinkin, bro, now that I have decided that every day, unless maybe for some reason that will be on, I will get to him through his, free time. Even if he can give us 30 minutes of his time on this platform, he will do. But I want to recognize and salute you. Emmanuel Talu, how are you, sir? I salute and welcome you also. Thank you for joining us. So Jeremiah Kun has always been riding on the wave of other people to get to where he is today. So for the presidency, There were other people who pulled the strings for him to become vice president today. It is not that a Jeremiah Kun has a constituents to say, I can do it. When I say people will follow. No. CDC helped him to become a senator. The opposition rallied around him to becoming a vice president. Prince Johnson, the late, played a very pivotal role. But the Prince Johnson that played that pivotal role, and he referred to the Prince Johnson as his godfather politically, he was the same man that contributed towards the death of Prince Johnson. And it is intentional. You know why it's intentional? Let me tell you this. When you're listening to Samuel Koga shared a testimony on OKFM once when he was asked by our brother Piso. Piso asking, that's Clarence Jackson. Clarence Jackson asking, why is it that there was always this particular rigmarole between you and Prince Johnson? And Samuel Koga said something. He said, it is not that I and Prince Johnson, we hate each other. But traditionally, culturally, we are from the same place. And we are warriors. I'm just trying to paraphrase it. And two captains cannot ride the same boat. One will have to give one chance. So all the things that you saw that we were doing is for me to subdue Prince Johnson and become the head. And become that man that people can look up to. So all that I was doing is to tell Prince Johnson that, look, that I am the man. I am supposed to be, not you. So we saw that particular rift between the both of them. Always back and forth, because he wanted to have that particular political relevance to take it from Prince Johnson. But will he be able to command the respect and the voice as Prince Johnson did? Well, that is another story for another time. So what you saw Jeremiah Kun doing, he wanted to project himself as the one who is that particular kingmaker, who when he say it will happen. So you saw in a broad daylight, Jeremiah Kun breaking all of the laws, distributing money in the open, using tribal bigotry and tribal statements to persuade people on the side of Koga and etc. We saw intimidation and etc. from him. So Jeremiah Kun wants to project himself, and that is the danger that the Unity Party is facing. That is the danger that the Unity Party is facing. Look, let me say this. The Unity Party, for now, maybe it may happen in the future, but I see no threat from the opposition against the Unity Party. The Unity Party is going to defeat herself, like the CDC defeated herself. Because for now, maybe it might happen in the future. In the future. But for now, I'm not seeing an opposition to the Unity Party. The opposition that I know from 2024 that was able to stand in the throat of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Unity Party from 2004 all the way to 2017. It is not that particular opposition that I'm seeing, especially with the CDC. It is not that opposition I'm seeing. So until we can put ourselves together as a party, for now, it is the Unity Party that is defeating themselves, not us. Let's forget it. Let us forget it. All this writing that we're doing, thank you for the writing. All these press conferences, thank you for these press conferences. But it's because the Unity Party themselves, they are shooting themselves in the leg. We are trying our best, but I don't think our best is strong enough for now. Maybe we may do it in the next few months, in the next few days. Fine. But for now, it's the Unity Party that is making themselves unpopular. We are just there pointing out what is supposed to happen. But the Unity Party is the one making himself unpopular. Emmanuel, bro, I want to welcome you. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you for following us. Hashim Fambule, you are highly welcome. Thank you for joining us, even though you do not agree with us. But again, we respect your presence here. Thank you so very kindly. So the desperation of Jeremiah Kun is causing him now a serious problem in the party. And it's going to affect this government. That's another serious battle that they are now battling with. They are now battling with. So Jeremiah Kun is throwing out money. So recently, there was a program held here in the USA with some Nibadians. And we were able to speak to some inner cycle of what happened. So there were a group of senators, including Koga was here, other senators from Nimba County. They were all here to, some lawmakers from the end of Nimba County. They were here to witness that particular program. Now, that program was intended to be able to amalgamate the forces and the support for a Nimba County president comes 2029. I'm going to play you that particular video. I want to welcome my brother Jay Reeves. Jay Reeves always say I'm talking nonsense, but the thing is, my brother Jay Reeves can leave for what I learn for. Jay Reeves, and I'm mad. Yeah, he can deal with me. To him, he can't point say, yeah, deal with Prince. I deal with that boy when I easy. I deal with him good. On a umpo, I deal with him. But Jay Reeves, I want to say you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Jay Reeves, yeah, deal with the man on a point when I easy. Deal with him that Google. But again, my brother, I want to say welcome. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you. It's always a privilege for us to have you. So privilege for us to have you. So I'm going to give you courtesy of Ambassador Roosevelt down. They did a video while they were at, where they were, and he did a video there. Let me see if I can bring you that video. Let me see if I can bring you a portion of that video. Just bear with me. Let me see if I can bring you the video. So Jeremiah Kun is all around the place, spending whatever he wants to spend, ensuring that he can send out money, so that people can be able to support his ambition. Throwing out programs here, there, all around the place. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So courtesy of Roosevelt Dan, he actually, did a video there while there, and I want to play. Let's just come here. Let me.
More leaders
Okay.
of this great organization. They are all here, and some of our
So let me just bring it here.
senators, two
Here is
senators
it.
from Nima, excuse me, they are all here with us. They will be observing the election.
So courtesy of Roosevelt Dan. So what Jeremiah Kun is now doing, especially in the US now, is the ball is making serious strides. And this is one person that I really like to take because he's undermining Joseph Numa Boakai and the Unity Party. He's undermining Joseph Numa Boakai and the Unity Party. So the ball is spending serious money. Serious money. While Joseph Numa Boakai is there, this boy is saying that he is the next president. Comes 2029. In fact, Joseph Numa Boakai may not even end the 6 years, according to him. This is what he is telling people. So according to information that we receive from this program, Jeremiah Kun was able to send $35,000 for the hosting of this program, like they did in PA. brought Liberians, few, people together to the extent that people were calling him President Kun, President Kun, President Kun, the next president, hey, President Kun, President Kun. So he sent about $35,000 for this program. Now, let me tell you this. This particular union here in the US has been basically dead and dormant. I can tell you this for sure because I have friends and other people that are there. So this particular union, they call them, I know, Unibois or so, something like that. I'm sorry, the name, I may not be able to get it, very, very clear, but they call them, I think, Unibois or so, something like that. So it has been dead. Yes, they have been having, one or two issues, but it has been absolutely dead in the US here. So Jeremiah Kun was able to have a meeting with few of Nimba County, senators and say, look, you know what? Looking at how potential people are in this particular US, because they know that the United States of America, especially if you have a very strong support, at the end of the day, you could pull the strings. So Jeremiah Kun was able to send $35,000 to Nimbanians here in the US to reorganize, come together, and make this particular Uniboa very strong in the US. So they had this program. So I'm going to bring you a few bars of it to tell you how Jeremiah Kun is actually making his way. Let me just, okay, I just gave you a few of this.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. My name is Ambassador I am broadcasting this program live from Minnesota, Wisconsin, Minnesota, USA, to be specific, in Brooklyn City, Brooklyn Park, the Unico house here.
Okay, Unico.
And this morning, the election for the board of directors, which we will be voting for both chairman and the director and the deputy chairman this morning. This program will be broadcast live on this RD TV. And wherever you are watching me from, please help us share this video. This is Nimba County Affair. This is Nimba organization in the United States. And we are.
Now, let me just put this out. It doesn't mean that everybody that went there agree with that particular idea. But that is the central idea. The central idea is that let us bring Nimbanians together, especially in the US, that will be able to give their support to Jeremiah Kun. That Jeremiah Kun will be seen as the face. So all throughout the program, the face of the program was Jeremiah Kun. So you see how Jeremiah Kun is digging in this entire Unity Party thing. You see how the boy is making strides to the extent that they don't care again about Unity Party USA wing. How many times have you heard of Unity Party program in this place? The Unity Party in the US here is virtually dead because most of its members that contributed towards Becca victory, guess what happened? They are now frustrated. You can't hear about them. You cannot hear about the Unity Party in this US. You can't. Going forward, the only thing that you will see is programs that will project Jeremiah Kun. Program that will project Jeremiah Kun. So Jeremiah Kun is playing a serious political game in this entire government. He is playing a game which is actually to our advantage as an opposition. It's to our advantage. Because to have the vice president who is an opposition in the party is something very good for us. To the extent now, as I speak to you, it's almost like the party or the government to some extent is a bit divided. It's a bit divided. Because there are people who believe that Jeremiah Kun is a young man. This man, when we rally our support behind him, he's another man that we can benefit from. As compared to Joseph Newman Boakai, who doesn't give a time. This man, we have seen that this man only cares about himself and not about, what is happening. That why the man just leave everything like that. We send people to go do dirty work. So there are members of even the Unity Party that are rallying around Jeremiah Kun. They are building this particular base around Jeremiah Kun. Because they look at him to be the next potential person. judging from the health of Joseph Numa Boakai and etc. etc. So I'm just bringing you a highlight of the program that was held in Minnesota, of the Nima County program.
Gala here this morning
So
to
let's
showcase our usual way of electing our leaders or the organization.
So like I said, Jeremiah Kuhn was able to sponsor this program with $35,000. There were other lawmakers that came, but let's go in front so you can listen for
And this mark, but today is the election for our board of directors, chairman and deputy chairman for the board. Okay, the election, I will try my best to bring this whole thing to you so you will see how transparent this whole thing will be. Because for me, I will not want to see anything that will be physical. Okay, anything that will be. Please help me share the video. Whatever group you are part of, and you think, I don't know. And for the car to make sure the ballot let you know what you're saying. Yeah. This Nimbadians coming together, our organization, how we have been working together. Okay? Votes of politics, because we are all from different political backgrounds. But when it comes to our organization, we unite ourselves, we come together, because since I came here yesterday, I have not seen any discussion of politics. Except for me, that people know me, they continue to call me CDC, down. But I'm proud of that. But it's not what we are discussing, okay? But today is the election for our board of directors, chairman and deputy chairman for the board, okay? The election, I will try my best to bring this whole thing to you so you will see how transparent this whole thing will be. Because for me, I will not want to see anything that will be filmed. I will not want to see anything that will be physical. Okay, I will make sure to go out to catch on. I'm sorry, you go. You are live. Whatever you say. Yeah, the Lord, I just want to let you know what you're saying. Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna be elections commission. I will not want to see anything that will.
So this is the program. I just thought to bring you, so that you can see. So Jeremiah Kuhn is actually making good strides. He is digging, it's undermining, as usual. Look, Jeremiah Kuhn is doing some real dirty work for us. He is doing some real dirty work for us, which I want to say thanks to him. He's doing some real dirty work for us. To the extent now, when you look, there are certain group of people who have rallied around Jeremiah Kuhn as vice president. They are now looking at Jeremiah Kuhn. They're going to Jeremiah Kuhn, trying to see how best they can get his, approval and blah, 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 and stuff like that. To the extent that Jeremiah Kuhn now wants to be seen as the man of the final word, even in the House of Senate, where he presides as president of the Liberian Senate. As president of the Liberian Senate, he doesn't have much to do there, right? But Jeremiah Kuhn has seized the entire Senate to the extent that what will be placed on the floor, he has direct influence. And Yombli Kanga Lawrence is also afraid. Because right now, she does not have that particular support, that particular base. And with people like Koga going to the House of the Senate, they can seriously upset her. And the Liberty Party does not really have that kind of, base amongst the senator. Yombli Kanga Lawrence is not that kind of influential and has the commanding victory. Remember that Yombli Kanga Lawrence was the choice of the Unity Party. And how you call Jeremiah Kuhn play a pivotal role also in her becoming, the Senate pro tem. Because she could not run as vice president, because to some extent, she was not given an opportunity to run. So the Unity Party said, look, this is going to be our choice. Madam, don't worry. We are going to give you that. So Jeremiah Kuhn play a pivotal role. And right now, it's like most of these senators who are ungullible, even the opposition senators, they are also having a very good rapport with how you call this guy, Jeremiah Kuhn. When you're listening to Edwin Snow conversation, about how, what is happening. He told you of the relationship that he is having with, how you call him, Jeremiah Kun. He's having a very close relationship with Jeremiah Kun. Most of the opposition lawmakers in the house there, they are gravitating more towards Jeremiah Kun. So with Koga coming in the house now, becoming a senator, I'm telling you, Jeremiah Kun is going to have that leverage. Koga is going to be very vocal. Let me tell you this. Koga is going to be very vocal, and that will be courtesy of Jeremiah Kun. It's going to be very full, even though he's not carrying any kind of straight agenda, but his agenda to ensure that he can win over that particular house, can work along with other people, that they will have total control over the House of Senate for Jeremiah Kun. Because they always believe that if you can have good number of senators supporting you, your ambition, the possibility of you becoming, president is fine, is good. So right now, that is the problem. Because the Unity Party as a party has not gotten any individual that they can project to say, yeah, this is the next person that we think we can project. Even though Joseph Newman Boakai is working Kokoyoko, he is unhealthy, is facing his own health problem. But at the end of the day, they are not seeing anybody. So they are looking at now Jeremiah Kun. That's why you saw Jeremiah Kun supporting Koga to show to his base that he can make it. So you see, they are having all of these programs here, there, they are revitalizing their base and they are putting everything together to ensure that Jeremiah Kun has the diaspora support. That is the whole thing, to have the diaspora support. So there is a serious uncomfortable mood in the government right now. Joseph Newman Boakai and people who are around Sylvester Grisby, they're feeding somehow, some kind of way. When you see these people attacking Edwin Mervyn Snow, let me tell you this, if you don't know. They believe that Edwin Mervyn Snow is having a good relationship with, how you call this guy, Jeremiah Kun. They have a very fine relationship, very good relationship. So they believe that every Mervyn Snow, they always say every Mervyn Snow that a man where can go to play where the next Kakula Poto, where the sun shine, they play, make and hang it close. So they believe that Edwin Mervyn Snow may want to use the Vice President Jeremiah Kun to be able to penetrate his way. So they are not fighting Edwin Mervyn Snow. In other words, this is a two fight that next people will come on. But they are fighting Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun that they are fighting. Just observe it. Anybody that Jeremiah Kun is having some level of confidence in, they will go for you. Jeremiah Kun had a very good relationship. I mean, not maybe any kind of intimate or, one would say, let's say loving relationship, but he had a very good relationship with, how you call herself, Rosalind Swakoko Dennis. No, today what I'm telling you deep politics. He's having a very good relationship with Rosalind Swakoko Dennis. A very good relationship. When they got to know that Rosalind Swakoko Dennis was in this particular good relationship, this good rapport with her, guess what they did? They undermined her. They took her off. They took her off. Another person that started to gravitate towards, how you call Jeremiah Kun, is Abdullah Kamara from LTA. Abdullah Kamara is somebody who is having a very good relationship too, with Jeremiah Kun. So look, all these things I hear look, they are fighting themselves. Unity Party, they are fighting themselves. Right now, the Unity Party, the government is divided. Certain group look at Jeremiah Kun as, the man who we should gravitate towards. And certain group look at Joseph Newman Boakai and the Unity Party. They believe that this is the Unity Party thing. While others believe that, look, Nimba County play a pivotal role, courtesy of Prince Johnson. He is no longer courtesy of Jeremiah Kun now. So we gravitate towards Jeremiah Kun. So there is this infight that is going on. There is this infight that is going on, which they may not tell you. People may not tell you. They will not take their own time unless people who want to be fair enough. Even though some of them, they use our materials, but they don't give us credit. They use our ideas, don't give us credit. No problem. It's okay. We are okay. We are all right, whatever that's going on. We okay. So this is the kind of infight that is now happening right in the governance cycle. Jeremiah Kun is doing everything, pulling the strings, working there, hauling things, want to solidify his own base. The diaspora support, he wants to get it. 2 different occasions, he sponsored program here. The program they had in PA and the current one they just had in Minnesota. He was the face of the program. Some senators came, they were part of it. Some lawmakers came, So deep down in the heart of it, the projection of Jeremiah Kun. That's what they are looking at. That's what they have come for. Nothing else. But that is what they've come for. People who don't understand will be on the surface, but because we are internally inside, so we can tell you some things that others will not tell you. So this is the problem. So that is what's happening now in Liberia. The government is seriously divided. The vice president get people, while other people look at the president. Now, the next thing that is about to happen right now, there is about to be a serious rift between how you call him, this guy, the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Grispe, and that of Jeremiah Kun, because Grispe is seen as the focus person of Joseph Newman Boakai. So members of the Unity Party now, they are about to start attacking. Members of the people who support the ideology of how you call him, Kun, they're about to start attacking our man, Sylvester Grispe. When you observe something, look at our man, Stanton Waterspoon. You see that Stanton Waterspoon aligned with Jeremiah Kun more than even Joseph Newman Boakai. Leave that thing, if you talking, I support Joseph Newman Boakai, leave it. But your man Stanton, he has a very close, very personal relationship with Jeremiah Kun, because Jeremiah Kun has to some extent sympathized and empathized with him. That look, my man, the way you were treated in that correct. So he is now gravitating towards Jeremiah Kun. That's why you see the attack. Observe Stanton. Anybody that is basically close to the Unity Party or to the Joseph Newman Boakai side of this particular government, he will go after them, he will attack them. Observe even he and Augustine Pehegafuan. Just observe it. I'm telling you, take a very look. I'm giving you, that's what I said. The show is going to be not your usual show. The slowness of it is going to be unusual. But I want to give you some information that you can use. So observe Stanton. Stanton will attack anybody that is closely close to the ideology of Joseph Newman Boakai. He will attack them. He will attack them. He will go after them. So when you see Stanton going after how you call him Sylvester Grispe, this is the game that is being played. Your man, how you call himself, Eugene Fagon, the loudmouth man, is more aligned with the Joseph Newman Boakai people, not with the Jeremiah Kun people. Because the Jeremiah Kun people see this particular idiot, see him as an idiot, see him as a man who only benefit from after their hard work. They are not satisfied with him. So what you will see, how you call Eugene Fagon doing, he will attack people that is more close to Jeremiah Kun side of the end. That's why you see them coming up with this Edwin Melvin Snow. The thing is, Edwin Melvin Snow is close to Jeremiah Kun. They are not really doing this to attack him, but they are doing this and they will go after everybody in the government that tries to associate with Jeremiah Kun, that have that ideology of Jeremiah Kun. That is what is happening in the party. Those ministries and agencies that were supported or that was recommended through the influence of Jeremiah Kun, the people will start going after them. Will start going after them. You see Emma Glasgow? Emma Glasgow. You see, Yombly Kanga Lawrence, at the time when Yombly Kanga Lawrence and how you call or Jeremiah Kun, they were in good rapport. Emma Glasgow was able to be down there for some time because of the influence of Jeremiah Kun and that of Madam Yombly Kanga Lawrence. They recommended her there. They put her there. When they observe that they need to break these people wing, because right now the unity, the how you call or how you call these people, the Liberty Party, they want to do everything to subdue the Liberty Party because they don't want to give Madam Yombly Kanga Lawrence any kind of political, relevance. They want to reduce her politically, to even take the vote from her. So you observe in Nimba there was a program held in Nimba. In Grand Bassa. Jeremiah Kun was there. And you saw what happened. They pump money into that. Jeremiah Kun is entering the stronghold of Madam Yombly Kanga Lawrence, so as to prove to his base that, look, I can get this thing, I can do this thing. Recently, they had a program there. Let me see if I can bring you that program. Let's see if we can bring you that program in Nimba, in Grand Bassa. Just recently, he was in Grand Bassa. Let me see. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. That's it right here. Let me bring it here to you. Today I'm giving you deep politics, right? Deep politics today. There are things that I'm reviewing to you. All of you who are watching us on the YouTube, I want to say thank you so very kindly. We appreciate all of you. I want to say thank you. Okay, let's come here and see what we have here. Okay, here is it. This brought a serious, what we call whether be a misunderstanding or some bad feelings amongst them. You see here, this is Vice President Jeremiah Kun attending the dedication ceremony of the crash and veneer industry in Grand Bassa County. This is Jeremiah Kun. You see Jeremiah Kun? Initially, this program should have been graced by Madam Yombly Kanga Lawrence. But Jeremiah Kun is pulling the strings. So is that going to be the first program that you will have in Grand Bassa? There is another program that is coming up in Grand Bassa that he's supposed to attend. Mark what I'm saying. So there's the program.
So that was the overview done by the doctor of.
As we proceed on a timely note, we'd like to move directly to remarks.
The owner of this place.
And as we get started, we will begin with the.
Here is it. You see that?
Concession given to big companies.
So this is Jeremiah Kun.
There will be some level of finished product done here before you take
in Grand Bassa County. So as I speak to you now, there is a serious disagreement. They are not satisfied. Yombly Kanga Lawrence base is not happy. They are not satisfied at all because they believe that is her area. She taken out to be her area. That it is the place that she should go there to showcase, whatever. She should be on top of that game. She should go there, have the program, and etc. etc. That Jeremiah Kun is not going there. It's almost like it is undermining her and entering, NXYZ. So she is not happy. So Jeremiah Kun is now subduing the Yombly Kanga Lawrence and that of the Darius DeLong. Subduing them. So if you look now, you will see that Darius DeLong, who initial thought is that we want to build our constituents by using Joseph Numa Boakai. But because he has observed that Joseph Numa Boakai is almost like not in charge, so they want to re-strategize. They are planning something. They want to strategize because they too are watching for 2029. So you will see that Darius DeLong worse to Joseph Numa Boakai. He himself trying to show some level of, maybe one would say, strength, right? He wants to prove something. They want to now come down hard on Joseph Numa Boakai. They want to show that they too have constituents. They too have the base. So when you listen to Darius DeLong, in fact, to some extent, he's almost like becoming tough. In other words, listening to one of the section where this guy called a pathological liar who always making a people shame, he always say he made people shame. Listen to him here. I want you to listen to him. Let's listen to him. He wants to show, or the Yombli Kanga Lawrence on a base wants to show that we have that relevance. We can pull things. So let me tell you this. When you hear people like Darius DeLong talking, oh, you know, the executive had to do this, the executive had to do that, is because your man Darius DeLong wants to prove that they have their own base. He just wants to turn the public attention to him. He's not doing it because he loves the Liberian people or he is sincere. He is doing it because they have observed that at the end of the day, our man Sylvester Grisby is almost like in control, and he is not giving them that kind of leverage that he's supposed to give them. That proximity that they once enjoyed around Joseph Numa Boakai, they are no longer enjoying that leverage. And while our own man too, Jeremiah Kun, is also building his own support. So Yombli Kanga Lawrence and that of Darius DeLong, they are doing everything to put together, their own support, their own base. So that at the end of the day, so there's too many things happening in this particular government. Too many things that is happening. So listening to our man here, who are we making a people shame, Darius DeLong. Listen to him.
It's a governance, it's a governance issue that we must be serious about. I'm not saying we are not. I say we should in fact more seriousness. This is what they call oversight. We Senator Snow and the Senate raised the issue about LEC, and the president has sent LEC in keeping with the law, the managing director for confirmation. But Madam President, I want to go beyond what Senator Snow is suggesting or observing. Madam Pro Tem, I am asking the Senate to summon the President legal advisor. We need to deal with this President legal advisor. Let them know what kind of legal advice he giving the President.
Now, I just want to stop right here. You hear Darius DeLong? Now, as we move forward, right, I want to welcome my brother. I want to welcome our own brother here, Jake. My brother Jake, how are you, sir?
Salute, boss. I'm okay.
That's good. It's a privilege again for us to have you here. Thank you so
thank you very much
for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay.
Sorry. All right, so this is what is happening, fellow Liberians. So Darius DeLong is trying to play a game that he is the strong man. He can be able to, to offset things. He can make things to become what it ought to be. They can do this and they can do that. But it's not for the Liberian people. It's just a show of strength. So right now, there is a deep rift that is going on. I'm telling you, beginning next year, you will see the visible division in the government. These guys, look, the best that you can have from the government is right now. That's the best you are having. Beginning next year, the guys will be struggling to ensure that their base is solidified. They will not be after the Liberian people. No, it's not what they're after. They're after you. Don't deceive yourself. You are not the person they're after. Because they know that they have already failed the Liberian people. These people have not presented anything substantive to the Liberian people. So right now is the issue of solidifying their base, who they can support. So everybody now you see different pocket group, coming together, whether they will support the other person, whether they will support the other person. That what is about to happen now.
Yes.
Expect nothing good beginning next year. But again, I want to use this time to welcome my own brother, Wilmot. I want to say thank you so much for joining us. It's a privilege for us to have you. And fellow Liberian, over the period you are going to see us, maybe during the weekdays, once my brother have the opportunity, you will always see the both of us coming on, like this, discussing issues of national importance. But my brother, we are looking at the vice president. There are two key issues we're going to be talking about: the Senator Snow communication, what is happening, and we are looking at the vice president influence that he's now having, that is really shaking the government right now. What is your own take on the first issue that we are discussing with the vice president? But you can come up with any other thing that you think is relevant.
I should go to Senator Snow first.
Well, it depends where you want to start from. Whatever you have on your list, let's hear from
no,
you within the
nothing special. Alone, you decide the topic that what we will discuss.
No. You have your choice, because this is almost like an open mic between you and I. You can discuss whatever you think of relevant.
Probably the vice president should be the last. Yeah. Let's go to the senator.
You don't have to start. You don't have to start from where I start from. That my own I want to discuss. So whatever you think, over the week that capture your attention, you can go ahead.
Yeah, as you said, the vice president. Let me say something. Yeah, the vice president is very important, because everybody that following the broadcast, let's share this video. Let call it spade or space. We know 2029, Joseph Boakai will not be running. For sure. He will not run for 2029. He will be probably 85 going to 86.
This is what I always hear people say. And I think, in my mind, that this is wrong, because Joseph Boakai is not putting up a posture that he's not even willing to run. The old man is go ahead, go ahead.
But pretty similar thing that they happen in your country. You finish forgetting with Joe Biden.
Listen, it's a system, right? It's a system. If Joe Biden was told by his own people that, oh man, you cannot make us shame, we got to save this party, so we're begging you, just go and sit down. So the people have a system here. Unlike Liberia, where they look at an individual. When you the individual, you control. You tell the people what to do, and they will do. So you can't compare it to that of Liberia.
Okay, let me ask
you. It's not about morality. It's not about the system. It's about who gets the money.
Let me ask you right now. You know the age of Ellie Johnson Sirleaf? She probably going to 80. She's going to power 86. Yeah. Please, reality, this trend of fear us. People that and when you reach that 80 bracket, that when all will praying to God to reach that bracket, that call it spade or spade. And besides that,
Museveni stay around. There are other people who are old. They are stay around. Africa we talking about.
Listen, that one a dictatorship. That dictatorship. He can get power over. That one is quite different from our country. Boakai is old, and besides that, the president have a health problem. He have the pacemaker. If Liberian people don't know, he have that pacemaker. That praise of the president to reach.
The man is having the best treatment right now, even with the pacemaker. The man is having the best treatment more than any other person in Liberia. So
but for now.
We saw how deplorable this man's condition was. Joseph Boakai could not even talk for complete 15 or 10 minutes. But look at what is happening now.
But it will be different to 2029. Anyway, just 1 year, going to second year. It will be actually different. But look at the movement of the president. The president walking slow. The team played up. We'll see it. I believe the unity. You will not go for 2029. You will pass a touch over. You will pass the touch over, as you said. That where the problem will lie. When you pass the touch over, the surrogate of the Unity Party, they will not allow Jeremiah Kun to be that stand-up bearer. Because from the initial stage, Jeremiah Kun not member of this, he's not real member of the Unity Party. No, he comes from the MDR. He associated with the Unity with CDC first, then he went to MDR. So you think the hierarchy of the Unity Party, that all these top guys and the real Unity Party contingent, you think they were they will play like they will send up, they will give that party over to Jeremiah Kun. No, that's why Jeremiah Kun tried to build.
Don't pledge his support to the ruling party. Remember, when he disassociated himself from the MDR, he is not a member of the ruling party. That is the Unity Party.
Yes, he's a member of the Unity Party. But if the Boakai passing the torch over, you think they will just make in a Senate barrel? You think other people in the Unity Party will not be vying to become president? They will have a serious primary. You don't think so? You don't think so?
My brother, money, say Jaffe, Jaffe, Copway, Papa rules the world. When that man get the money, he can make things bigger to dance in his favor. Especially with our Liberian politics, that the moral is not there. People don't stand for principle. The people who you should think should stand for principle. If they are not standing for principle, they can just do anything.
Okay, let me pose a question. Let me pose a question to you too. So yes, nobody within the Unity Party besides Jeremiah Kun can stand up barrel.
Right now what we are seeing is that Jeremiah Kun is the one who is building his base, both home and in the diaspora. People are gravitating towards Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun is basically, to some extent, he is having his will through other issues. People who oppose him, these are just junior ministers. These are just people who don't have, really kind of strong base within the political person. They will be party surrogates, I'm part of the party, so therefore I'm a Unity Party member. We were here before, but they don't have any kind of strong political weight to offset Jeremiah Kun's ambition. So that's what I think.
But the people get money. They get money also. Someone, the individual from the Unity Party, someone get money. They will rally around somebody to become a Senate barrel. So I say Jeremiah Kun building that kind of force. He building that force, but there will be a serious political fight within the Unity Party. The 2029 will be a special. It will be a special election, special one. Don't take this for a joke. The United Party, they still want retain power. Okay, then let me ask you the question. Then who Jeremiah Kun will bring to be a vice presidential candidate?
Well, what Jeremiah Kun is doing, from information that we have gathered, Jeremiah Kun is looking at 3 persons right now. Jeremiah Kun is looking at Prince Moi.
From which county?
From Bon County.
Bon County, yeah.
Prince Moi. He's looking at Prince Moi.
Okay,
Jeremiah Kun is also looking at our own brother, Thomas Fala.
2.
He is looking at Thomas Fala.
2.
And the third option that he is looking at, which, is to some extent skeptic, but again, they are still discussing it. He is looking at Madam Yombli Kanga Lawrence. But right now, it's not too, the Yombli Kanga Lawrence thing is looking like not too working. It's not too working. But the 2 names that I can readily call to you, Prince Moi and that of, Thomas Fala.
But Liberty Party will be standing on their own. By 2029, they will have somebody to be that stand-up barrel. So why Yombli Kanga will come in the picture?
No, but look, my brother, Yombli Kanga Lauren has always been fighting for that political relevance in the Liberty Party. She has always, and to some extent, we can say that she has that because of, this recent thing that happened. Your man, how you call Musa Belete, say, my man, you tell your party, you care your party. So he get his own party. So right now, Yombli Kanga Lawrence is now the, one would say the overhead of it. So he will either be looking at her or our man Darius DeLong. But Darius DeLong is stay far from the picture anyway. But somewhere around there.
But let me tell you something that the people shouldn't forget here. Okay. The Liberty Party, the Bronskin Party, it's a similar like the CDC Party. They are the grassroots. They are the common people party also. So don't forget. So when they decide to stand to put us their own stand-up barrel, they go in and out, they come together. Listen to me, they come together. They get a similar platform. Probably the difference will be the policy, but they almost at the CDC. Similar, they all got the CDC.
When you look at the Liberty Party from every angle, when you look at the Liberty Party, this particular Musa Hassan Belete issue has really caused a serious, one would say, a serious crack in the Liberty Party, because the Liberty Party was seen as a party that was more accommodating at the time people like Musa Hassan Belete was there. So they commend some level of, religiously, they commend some level of our Muslim brothers vote, because they were looking as a party that is more accommodating. The Liberty Party supported a lot of Muslim candidates, in the place. A lot of Muslim candidates they supported. But now with the breaking away of Musa Hassan Belete, is going to also have an effect on the Liberty Party.
It will not be strong, because the ACO party will be related. They will gather, if probably they will join Musa Belete, or they will have certain affiliation with Musa Belete. But Musa Belete leaving the Liberty Party will not take that. It will not take that member for them. That be fast here. It just distract them. But if the Liberty Party put that out together, it start proceeding now. In 2029, if they find somebody grassroots, somebody to be that real stand-up barrier, and Yombi Kanga is not greedy to become the party head, and they find somebody competent, they surround that person. Believe me, the race will be between three people, will be between CDC, Unity Party, and the Liberty Party. The ANC will be buried. Believe me.
I think right now the Liberty Party, when you look at it from all indication, the Liberty Party, to some extent, with this Yombli Kanga Lawrence phase, is losing its relevance, especially with Yombli Kanga Lawrence. Unless they can find somebody who can be able to maybe, replace the Yombli Kanga Lawrence, which this woman is greedy. She is now willing to be able to accept that. She will not be able to put down that her ambition, because Yombli Kanga Lawrence, when she sat down, she see herself as somebody who was like inch away from the presidency, that is becoming the vice president. So in her mind, in her own myopic mind, she still feels that she has that support. And remember, the Liberty Party has always get this 100% support from, the Bassa base. That one you cannot take away from them, because, the Bazodian have a very large population, around Liberia. In terms of population, they have it. And when you look at the previous election, even when Charles Walker Bronskin was alive, they have always put their support behind their own. So they are not people who are willing to support somebody. I don't know, maybe it might change, but they are not people who are willing to support somebody who is outside of their tribal lineage, because it has always been the Charles Walker Bronskin thing, Yombli Kanga Lawrence, Charles Walker Bronskin. They look at the political capital that person has amongst their own people. So Yombli Kanga Lawrence, I want to believe, may not be in the position to succumb her ambition to anybody, which may affect them seriously.
Okay,
and one thing you see what is happening now is that Jeremiah Kun is gradually digging into the Grand Bassa area. He is
no, forget it. It will never happen.
Yeah,
it will never happen.
It will not happen, but he is digging there gradually. He is making moves.
You know why I say will never happen?
No.
Let me tell you why will never happen. Jeremiah Kun and the late Prince Johnson, they brought tribal politics. Let me tell you something. Nobody's stupid yet. Let me tell you something. Jeremiah Kun will win Nima County. Let me tell you today, if you run your own win Nima County, no other country will try to get them vote. You know why?
But you think no?
The tribal politics they play in Nima County will hunt them tomorrow. Believe this. Keep this video. The tribal politics they play, especially the Prince Johnson, that Nima belong to them. No other people can go into Nima. They will cheat. They will do any kind of thing. They will even see what they did to their ancestor either Gongo with. See what they did to their ancestor. They brought real trouble thing, start intimidating the people. Any people that are going in the country to campaign for the woman, you know what happened in the country? You were there. So that tribal politics, they will flare here, it will come, it will hunting, it will break Jeremiah Kun. Believe me, no matter who
let's be fair. Looking at our population, do you think our people is sophisticated enough that they will look at this as an issue? Let's be fair.
The
I know
tribal
you're saying the
politics.
tribal politics will haunt him, but you think the tribal politics are something people taking serious in
Oh, it will
Liberia?
never go away. It will never go away. One again. Prince, it's a serious bare record of our whole country politics. Look at local country. Look at the president. Who are in his government? Look at the hierarchy of the Unity Party. Gafua. Call all of them names. All of them in top position. Not tribalism there. That serious tribalism from the president, when they see United Party in the top of the Southeast, when they finish talking the North Southeast for a lot of counties, they were only taking Joe when Joe was putting people from the Southeast. I think that five or season, if I'm making mistake, 4 or 5, something like that. Generally, Southeast, yeah, many counties. But the present United Party, that's so low fear. So it's a trouble thing that one even Tomo Fala betray the city. That what even Tomo Fala betray the CDC to go to Salam for the with the United Party now. Believe me, Tomo Fala the United Party. You know, independent. It's a trouble land. Imagine you that talk for you. You took FOIA, you went to FOIA for the CDC. The president assigned you to FOIA, you went to FOIA. You caused trouble in FOIA. You share that vote in Lofa County. To the end of the ride, when you end away, you end away a tribal man. So the tribal politics will never get you racing like it will get worse in 2029. You think the opposition, you think the group of the opposition will forget, or the other countries that get our heads and they will forget? No, they will not forget. Jeremiah Kun will win Nima County. You will win Nima County, but other county, you think they will get that vote to him? Bon County then, Basso then, Grand Cape Mon County then.
So if I may ask you, I want to ask you this question. How would this Jeremiah Pankon move of trying to solidify his base, of trying to get people in his cycle, how will it affect the Unity Party? You think this thing will have a serious consequences on their victory comes 2029, judging from the way, in the diaspora in America here, he's sending money, trying to see how best he can solidify the NIMBA organizations and stuff like that. Do you think it will have any effect on him? How do you look at this in the whole Jeremiah Pankun thing? Yeah.
Prince, if
Yes,
the
sir.
Unity Party people decide to put that party first, if they don't want Jeremiah Kun will not do nothing. You know why? You know who get the money? And the Unity Party people get the money. The president is a diehard Unity Party. Long time ago, Mr. Boakai, Ellen Johnson Selly, all the Kofi Woods, all these garden, they are the diehard Unity, the Mo Ali, all these people that the diehard Unity Party. They get the country money. Please, let the president fly in private jet. That Gulfstream private jet, for example, now what it costs to just fly from Monrovia to your destination, you think that $2,000 for a private jet? You in America, you know they call Gulfstream to fly to our country. You spend what $30,000 to $40,000 just for a trip. Just for a trip. Everybody can Google what I'm saying here. They call it Gulfstream. One of the fastest private plane, the president rolling. So they get the cash. They get the money. They get the money, Prince. Heavy money. So Jeremiah Kun can never take people from the Unity Party because why they will get the money by 2029. You see what's going on in the country, and they put that out together. The only problem I will ask you here today, besides Jeremiah, who can the Unity Party bring as a stand-up bearer? If the old man is not in power anymore, if the old man decide to not run, who can the Unity Party bring besides Jeremiah?
Yeah, before we go there, let me just welcome our people. Nina Kuya, you are welcome. Peter Lane, thank you for joining us. Ave JJ Peters, we appreciate you. D Block, how are you? Amara M. Dukle, we want to salute you. My sister Fatu Sharif, love you so much. Thank you so very kindly for the support. Somebody special I want to recognize and appreciate here. This person is a brother and my childhood friend. In the community that we grew up, not very many people that is stayed there, of our kind. Some of them have traveled out of the community. In fact, there's a new breed of generation. The last time I remember going back to Liberia and visited, some of my community, like, the Nuku Town, like the Loking Town, and even the Jamaica Road, not many people could even recognize us Because
that's true.
young generation now, so our men and were coming all grew up together. Some of them left the community, they are no longer there. Some nature has taken them away. But I want to recognize my brother here, Buster. We grew up together. This particular brother, Buster Boima, his family there, in Jamaica Road there, was a very nice family. And so I want to recognize my brother Boima Buster. He's one person, one of the pioneers of Jamaica Road, stayed there. I want to say thank you so much, my brother. When I went there, even though the schedule was so very tough, but I had the opportunity to see my brother, but I never had that opportunity to sit down with him. But I'm hoping that, when I go, we really have the time to sit down, to talk. So I respect this brother a lot. We're from Jamaica Road. He supports what we do here. And I want to say thank you so much. Not many of our generation stay around on Jamaica Road. So when I see my brother, I'm so happy. From the same community, we grew up together, as brother. We play in the day, play in the ring. So I want to say welcome to my own brother, Buster. Thank you so much for joining us. I recognize you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So with the issue of the Unity Party supporting somebody, my brother, right now,
who you see a Jeremiah, if they decide to stay, but I said they get a car, they get a country budget, they get everything. If the president, I know the president not running, no matter what you say. Well, who will replace the president in 2029? Within that camp, who are you looking at?
Well, the person I was looking at, I don't know, but I was looking at this guy, how you call himself, Augustine Pehigafuan. Is one person that I was looking at.
How about Kofi Wood?
Yes, Samuel Kofi Wood, is also another person, but there's going to be this strong resistance from even the Unity Party, what I mean, against his ambition. You're going to have some, because Kofi Wood is almost like the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Unity Party group. And this current group.
Don't forget, Ellen still gets sick within the Unity Party. You forget?
Yes, she has stake, but with Joseph Numa Boakai, the guys, the Unity Party is seriously divided. They have the Boakai ideology, group, or people who believe in the Boakai ideology and people who believe in the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, ideology. So this is going to be, the Unity Party is standing on a very rocky soil. For me, in my own opinion, one person that I was looking at was Amara Conan, but now with the sour relationship, Amara Conan, is counteract. But one person I think that they are also making move is this guy, Sylvester Grisby. He may not be the one that, but Sylvester Grisby to some extent.
Is he a diehard Unity Party?
No, he's from the ANC side. But the ANC, he played a very pivotal role. He was able to manipulate things behind the scene. He was able to work along with them. And because of that agreement is why we have today him serving in that particular position as Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. They help. But I don't know, politically, things can change. But
the name you call is circulating among them to Gafwan, circulating. Is circulating, seriously circulating. By 2028, you will see what will happen by 2028. But I'm promising you here, they will keep this video. The president will not run for 2029. He will step aside. He will just look at it and they will decide. They will decide. You're not lying, Jeremiah making wave. But I will tell you, it will not be easy for him. It will not be easy. You know why it will not be easy for him?
No.
Print the records here are there. He's a vice president. All they misrule. All these things he's not talking. Prince, all these things we're hunting tomorrow. He's not talking nothing. He's not saying nothing. Breaking up the rule of law, tenure position. All these things. They get vice president. Listen to me. He get money. So things that you shouldn't be afraid. Call your own government out. You say, no, we shouldn't proceed this way. We shouldn't proceed this way. So if you're not talking, they're cracking down on people, all these things. It will tomorrow will hunting, no matter where you bring a step. You can form what kind of coalition. Pray, let me tell you something. We'll call it spade or spade. The only threat to that country right now that the Unity Party looking at for them to retain that presidency that George Manning Weah. That's the only person they're thinking on every day, every night. That's the man. That's the man they believe on. The man saying not running for tomorrow, forget it. Labor, the Unity Party will rejoice.
Celebrate.
But I'll
Exactly
pose
so.
a question. Maybe I'll pose a question, but they probably will go to another topic.
Yeah.
Prince, like we don't know, like we don't have replacement. Okay, even we're in the CDC. Prince, let me ask the question. I've been asking the question in Liberia, but nobody want to answer the question. That be honest here. If President George we are decide tomorrow for 2028, he say I'm not running no more. I don't want to run for my family reason, for my own reason. I don't want to run. You're not calling. You shoot a shot here today. Who can replace George within the CDC?
Sincerely, I must say to you, I do agree with you that this is one of the deficit we are to some extent having, not only with the CDC, but politically in Liberia, especially with political institution. Most of the time, we do not see how you call political institution, grooming people who are going to, let's say, who will be the face. But again, if you talk about the CDC over the period, President Weah have been doing some very great work, with especially the young generation. He has
So you're
been
not
working
answering my
around.
question. You're not answering my question. If in tomorrow surprise you, make a statement, make a statement, consult his family, and the family decide and say, no, Mr. George, Mr. President, we don't want you rule the country, forget about our country, live your life. A son playing football, making over $5 million. Listen to me. They get things doing. If the president decide, Malankla we are deciding, my husband, I don't want you to run anymore. They made a family man. Where who will we, you're deviating. You don't want to answer the question.
I get it. I get it. But the thing is,
Who can replace him?
one thing we must also understand is that the CDC is that particular mass-based institution that gravitate towards the party idea. I understand when people say, President Weah, yes, he remains the most popular person, within the Liberian politics, which we cannot take it away. But the CDC also has, a very strong commitment in her institution. That's why we always say the party remains supreme. So once the party makes a decision, you see us gravitating towards the party decision. Like, take for example, most of these lawmakers, right? Some of these people, we never thought that they were going to be lawmakers, especially in 2005, even in this recent election, that we had, 2023. Most of these people, they were not seen as people who, politically relevant, but because the party supported them. So you saw the masses
No, because George we are
gravitating.
no, not the party, because George we are late for that him.
Yeah, I agree with you. What I be a President Weah, but it was the party mandate. I agree that President Weah lift up their hands, but it was the party mandate. So at the end of the day, we saw the party, or we saw the people gravitating towards this individual. So I believe that with that very strong base that President Weah is trying to has built amongst the people and pushing the people towards the party idea. I believe today or tomorrow, which I know it's not something that is right now feasible. We cannot say it is feasible, but I believe that President Weah, the party, has people. There are men in the party. The party has never been short of men.
Name it three.
There are many people. There are people within the party. There are people. I may not be in the position right now because of some political reasons.
Okay, let
To
me
name.
call. Let me ask you, Sir Joseph.
Yeah, well, that could be another person. That could be another person. But like I said, because of some
Nathaniel McGee.
Yeah, that could be. But like I said, for some political reasons, strategic political reason on my part, I would not like to call names of anybody because you don't want to show your card to your opponent ahead of time. You don't. That's what you don't want to do. So I will not want to do that to say, well, this person, that person, or that other person. But the CDC has a very strong, a massive base support, and there are individuals. The barracks have never gone out of men. The CDC has never gone out of intellectual. The only sad thing is that sometimes we have not given our people the opportunity. Like, take for example, look at this platform. It's one of the biggest platforms, so to speak, that propagates the CDC agenda. There is nothing that we cannot talk about. But are we having that particular support from the party, from well, we had that kind of sunny, not. But I believe there are always people who are there that can easily, take on the mantle of authority, that can lead the party. But for now, I will not want to say name A, name B, or name C, because you want to keep what you want to keep for the appropriate time.
Okay.
So that would be my response. Yeah.
Okay,
So
I get it.
Yeah, I want to hear from you with this issue of the Edwin Melvin Snow issue with that of the Unity Party. What is your own take?
I saw Edwin Melvin Snow on a press conference recently. I think just not long, maybe yesterday or today. It's circulating on social media. But let me say, I will call it spade or spade.
Okay.
Every Melvin Snow deserves what he having. Let me tell you, and no Liberian want to tell every Melvin Snow the truth. I will tell you the truth. I call him a political grown-up man, a political hoopo Jew. You know what? They flip-flop all over the place. That's why the Unity Party people now coming to threaten him. Not because he not know what he want. Listen, everybody know this guy's story. He been around for many years in the political arena. Since Charles Taylor then time. Married, once upon a time married to Charles Taylor's daughter. He had a lot of influence. He make a lot of money. His whole life in cajole Liberian people. Today you are multi-millionaire. He work hard, whatsoever you can say, he make his money. And I against his money. He make his money. He play all the Liberian people today. He run from other place. He go to bombing. He win. He will win again. So he know the country. He know that country. He know it. But the problem I saw recently, he's not radical. He don't flip-flop. You saw him recently dining with Joseph Boakai. You see the photo circulated, Nyomri Kanka, all over the place. Flying. Remember here in Georgia, all over the place. They were all over the place.
So before you go ahead, I just want to read something. I'm sorry for intruding. But our brother Emmanuel Bro says something. He said, guys, quite frankly speaking, apart from ex-President George Manning Weah, the CDC has a lot of strong people who can lead the party to victory at any time in the future. And I want to agree with our brother too, But go ahead. Let's start to highlight this.
I know William Broad, he near in France. Let William Broad test. Then he test. They've seen people.
No, that's Emmanuel Broad.
My brother test me 3 person within the CDC now beside George Weah. Then he test it. Then he test that name. I begging him. If he listen, then he test it. I begging him.
Go ahead.
Listen, I say Edwin Snow is a weak man. Let's disregard him join the Liberian people. He making his million. He been there for many years, decades upon decades. He know the political arena in Liberia. Let's give him a credit. For me, I will salute him. He's smart. He know how to play the country. He not going around. He not going away for now. He know the game. He know the country. He know it to a fingertip. If nobody won't respect that guy, he will give me a flower. He living now, give me a flower. But he little bit, he not radical, he weak. I saw he apologizing. Even you make statement for government to feel Prince, the United Party, they were the same people telling they wanted for Georgia to succeed because what kind of opposition will allow you to succeed? Even it don't work that way because they won't come to power to deliver. So nobody within the unit with CDC will left for the United Party to win. Now they see what the United Party videos are there, Prince. The videos are there. Boakai say he now win the election, the country will in. They claiming anything Georgia do at that time, they all that roll with it. They wanted for the government to do anything. So that statement, it baffled me that everybody coming against it one person, but that upper statement. In America, you live in a state. You think the Democrat want for Donald Trump to win? to do anything? No. All the trade that Donald Trump making around the world, you go to other media and go to the hierarchy of the Democratic Party. They criticizing Trump. They're not wanting to succeed. So no opposition will let for winning party to succeed. So the Unity Party, if they want to succeed, they got to double up. So that I'm so surprised they kind of thing they're going viral in Liberia. Every slogan he get well, like freedom of speech. He's an opposition. He can say, I want you to fail because I want for my party to come in power. Who are supposed to come? Then we will deliver this country. Then we will build all the institutions. We will do this. We will do that. So now they plug in they all in Kowu. I saw Eugene Falcone all discussing the recording from ECOWAS. All these things. You think how ECOWAS can record people? You think how they looking at that? I don't know. They don't read the ECOWAS constitution and things then. Because they may criticize the opposition party, criticize the Unity Party that they wanted to succeed. But they see Unity Party then. They want for nobody to succeed. They want for the CDC to succeed. Henry Costa then. You finish forget you finish forgetting Henry Costa then. 6-7 months to join the presidency. They brought propaganda, lying on all these things then. And Georgia being condominium, Georgia setting your all block, all these lies, they gossip, all these lies. They prepare that lies until 5 good years. It sank into the Liberian people today. They made that ugly decision. Today, the whole group, the Darius Dano, all of them, they wanted for Georgia to succeed. They were criticizing everything. When the red go up, they would talk. When red press go up, they would put people on the street to demonstrate. They wanted for the United Party, they wanted for CDC to succeed. They went for CDC. So all that thing, I only surprised for every Snow's telling people he says so, all these things. No, he flip-flopping. He flip as a man, stay on your wall. You say, I want you to succeed because I want my party to come. I want the party that's supposed to come to power. I want for you to be one thing. And all of them were talking, even Patrick one on them. The videos are all there. All of them were telling, they want for CDC to be a one, they say CDC to be a one-team party. And CDB begin one-time party because they want for the CDC to succeed. But for every Mary Snow going to apologize, to clean up like a mess, whatsoever he said, it baffled me. I lose more respect for that. No, as a man, you say something, leave by your word. Or people threatening to kill you, who will kill you? Nobody can kill every Mary Snow for making that kind of statement. No, for what reason? I see newspaper headlines say, they threaten Edwin Melvin Snow. But on our press conference, he debunked it. He said, I ain't think so. He didn't believe that anybody won't kill him. It's just a political statement. Nothing going on in the country that why United Party running with that story. Let me tell you, when they were working, delivering, they will never come to that kind of story. But because they're now working, they're lying to the old man, they're lying to the president, they're not delivering. The president not in control. If the president in control, we'll see it. The president not in control. That call it spade or spade. And only the hurry, sorry, get in control.
So for me, thank you. For me, with this Snow issue, I look at it from 2 different points. The first thing I think this is concerning, and that all of us we must look at, we must talk about. I, as an individual, may have my own, dissatisfaction with Edwin Melvin Snow, which is okay. But the reason why I think that we should all talk about it is this is a strategy of the Unity Party to silence critical voices. Let's leave Edwin Snow as an individual. That's my view anyway. I respect your view. But in my view, I think we must leave Edwin Snow as an individual. Let's leave whatever he's been doing, whether he's been flip-flopping, Remember now, Edwin Snow was this person who, during the campaign of the Unity Party, when he was serving as the campaign manager, said to the Liberian people, when President Weah became president, there will be war in Liberia. If some of you can remember, he made that statement. There will be war in Liberia. President Weah became president. Nobody ran after him. So, yeah, Edwin Melvin Snow said this. Oh, he said that. There were other things that people said concerning President Weah. How they would do this, they would do that. Now, this is just that the Unity Party do not have tolerance for critical views. They will not allow anybody that has an opposition view to the government to survive. The Unity Party will go any extra mile to ensure that they unalive people, just to ensure that you do not speak. They do not have time for that particular thing you call tolerance. In their mind, to them, that thing does not exist in their own cycle. Politically, they don't know that. And this is the reason why opposition political party is supposed to stand against the government dictatorial tendency. These are the traces of how dictators behave. They don't want for people to have diverse view or different view with relative the way they see things. When you look at Edwin Mervyn Snow's statement, there is nothing in that statement that is treasonable. But again, that's the Unity Party way of operating. And that's the reason why some of us are saying to the opposition black that you must wake up now. Because this is a tactics. What they are telling the opposition is that during the time of campaign, they will make most of your political leaders afraid. They will say, oh, they may planning something. The Unity Party is brave of doing that. They will play arms in your homes. They will play people against you to say, this is why you're doing, this is why you're doing, and you will be arrested, or they will just open corridor for you to run away. Look, the Unity Party tactics is being exposed, and that's why we are telling you. The first thing they will do is that they will try to use statements that will be very terrible and dangerous against you, and you will run away if you don't have the balls, or you keep quiet. Look at what happened to Francis Akila Anyimale. Was it not Francis Akila Anyimale that said, you remember during the weird time when we had the election in Lofa County with how you call Brani Samuka, that Francis Akila Anyimale say that there will be the president will not exist, that there will not be a government called CDC if they don't give the seat to how you call himself,
Samuka.
you call this guy, oh man, Brandon Samuka.
No?
He said it.
Yeah.
And there were even people who were calling, oh, the people were calling to how you call to NSA and data. And what happened? We left him. I got a clip here that I may play. There were people who used statements to the extent that even our own brother, Costa, was one of those who said he will order men to bag gun and give gun to people, and they will fire at his will. He said he would drag the president's head on the ground. That's what he said. Pastor used the word. In fact, to some extent, they even said fire on the road. Costa came up and said they take glory for that. Remember at the Nigerian house or Nigerian embassy when they set the fire there? And then Costa came up boldly and said, wow.
And Darrell Jeno made similar statement too. Darrell Jeno also.
Sorry about getting you said?
Darrell Jeno made similar statement. They will not know where route they come from, all these things.
Thank you very much. Darius DeLong also made similar statement by threatening. And all those times, nobody was ever chased after or ever roamed down. Look at what is happening. Now, so this is not Will Talketer you can call. We'll definitely bring you on. My brother Will Talketer, you can definitely call and we will bring you on. We will give you the time. So just call. You have my number already. So just call and then you will definitely be on. So it is not about Edwin Snow. It's about the Unity Party fighting against critical voices. It's the Unity Party trying to silence people who have diverse view, people who will be able to offset the government, people who will expose the evil in this government. Look, every one of us are at risk when you look at this. Those of us who put our faces on this thing, we are at risk. The government is after us. The government will not tolerate that thing they call how you call a space where people can be able to disagree with government. Look for example at OKFM, our brother Julius J. You listening to Matthew Yemplu, the former minister that was suspended and he resigned. He said he was in a meeting, and in that meeting, the minister of information said, "Well, why are they keeping how you call Julius J at OKFM? Let's get rid of Julius J." On so many occasions, Julius J was attacked. Let's look at what happened at how you call Freedom FM with how you call Austin Kawaka. While he was on the air, They touched his car. They put fire on his car while he was on the air. Let's look at what happened to how you call Sekou Sharif. Sekou Sharif, who was one of the most critical voices, in the CDC-led government. To the extent one time he and I even clashed, he came my inbound, we did it, and stuff like that. But look at what happened. They sent people to his studio, to his, how you call his studio. The Unity Party is very intolerant when it comes to opposition. So for me, I'm not looking at Edwin Mervyn Snow, but I'm looking at the behavior of the Unity Party. And this is how they will lie on people. This is how they will lie on people. My brother Keto, the number to call is 443-991-3356. Let me pin it here. Anybody can call. Let me just pin the number right here. This is the number to call.
And Prince, so let me boss out what you're saying here too. You make a serious point. The Liberian people, especially Africa, let me say something to the African people. I feel like our country, Liberia.
Yes.
They get something they call AR now that can put people AR very dangerous.
My brother Wilton, just hold on. Thank you.
The guys, let me inform our country here. They got something now. They all over the world now. They got AR. One day I will send that video. You play that video. If you see the AR video, you would never say it's fake. Sure. The world richest man. I said the team they stare Europe here. The world richest man, Elon Musk, casing. They face that AR. He casing the Italian Prime Minister Giorgio. He casing the female Italian Prime Minister. I will send that video to the AR to you. AR will be very dangerous. And you see something he's saying here. If possible, they will start to use AR to put political leader, to bring political, to start arresting political leader. They will play fake AR. Then I would say they will even do it. They can even do it to the former president. They will even do it to the former president. So the country, let me let him Liberian people now, the opposition now. Not everything you see on Facebook, you're going to say that we're thing. A lot of AR going on Facebook now. It's real. You see, you can never distinguish it. So they will start to use computer hacker there or special people there now pay money to play AR program on the Liberian opposition leaders then. They critical voice you saying here.
You make a very great point. Let me hold you right there and take a caller that is with us on the line. Our brother Wilton Keta. Let's take our brother Wilton Keta. My brother Wilton, welcome under the Palava. How are you, Chief?
Thank you, brother. Because just we stop, calling on the show and appearing on these quick platforms to, inform our people or enlighten them.
Sure, definitely.
And people talk about it without passion to change the situation. People just brush talk and easy and lazy about it and brush over it. Liberia is very. It seems like these guys can settle. They will also say to something that will be more definite than our 14 Civil War or 14 Civil War. Because our 14 Civil War, you can imagine, the entire country, and the whole country was divided a long time ago, but everybody in the administration, the administration was crazy about do what I read about Liberian people, like the way is love, naturally, even opposition people love him, that one, right? Before we talk, even this division and the reaction. So this is the single the country, the entire country lost to the extent where people use his image, his personality to gain fame. Right? So either way you look at it, it's a very thing in society. What happened in a society today, period? Unity came to power by committing crimes in our society, violating our constitution.
Sure.
And nobody, whether the opposition, whether the international partners, even question they're coming to power, kind of violence. Look at this room. And you know the history.
Sure.
What happened for you? We're on video live. The world saw it. that people under the instruction of Imadi, who is the now Internal Affairs Minister, instructing people to mock anybody that will stand before him. And what happened? Thomas Fala, I was right before the very Thomas Fala that undermined and betrayed the very CDC that brought him to prominence. Right before it was. Man, the only crime he committed was being a sedition. He was mocked to death. Do you know what it means? You put it on video, everybody looking at it live, beating somebody with rocks, sticks, and kill them. And they didn't stop there. They went to another place where it was on video. And they recorded that to carry it live. What Joseph Boakai did, he rewarded Francis Nimali with a position that's supposed to connect the entire country after doing that thing. All right? We are here today. The people in the international community condemn that act.
No.
When CDC are trying to talk about it, what happened? In the early years, the early stage of this administration, they walked to CDC headquarters and said they were looking for drugs or arms or whatever they were looking for. Or leading opposition party that have not even started speaking. But they in society, they never attacked government politically on the issue, but were quiet to the extent that I'm going to they listen when they hope you are going on in the house. They listen to the opposition not doing anything. But they thought the opposition were not even speaking. Everybody will come, the government on honey move. The government moved the book. The largest opposition party in the country. It was not condemned by any other political party.
Exactly so.
It was not condemned by international community. The government still continue to violate our constitution by moving people from positions. Liberians who were legitimately Liberians, the only crime they committed is because they were physicians. Took them for jobs. Civil servant job, whereas a puncher job took them more. Nobody said anything. They went to this extent doing it in the Senate, the House of Representatives. So they have been emboldened by some of the oppositions, civil society, and the international community to do what they do, and nothing will come from it.
Wow.
You know what? They are setting the stage for 2029. Look, I'm not praying for anything to happen in our country because we got just in our country. But please, if we're not careful, 2029 will be something deadly in our country if this government continue to proceed this way and thinking that they can rig election in Liberia 2029 because that's what is heading to.
Wow.
This is political. It will tell you it's political, it's not legal. What is political is, for example, in the first round of 2029 election, the Unity Party can consider herself victorious or won the first round, but didn't win by 50 plus 1. It was just 50 plus 1. You know what I will tell you? It's political. Because when they did it with the speaker, it was not constitutional, it was political. They removed the speaker. And the constitution was undermined. So politics is greater in our society than our constitution.
And then the legal issue.
Don't be surprised.
You are making a very, very strong point, and I like the analogy that you lay. I just want to hold you right there, and I want to go to my brother Wilmer. My brother Wilmer, what is your own take? Our brother Jake, you listening to this analysis, very great analysis, and I like the way he laid it from the very beginning, which is a troubling sign. But you was making a point, so let's go back to you, Jake. Let's hear from you.
Let me say something what that guy saying. That guy not lying. Let me tell you our brother that just left. He making sense to the lab. Okay, let me go before I go back. I was saying something concerning the AI because you said the Liberian, Liberian will now come to the AI now. It's a new form. It's a new form that on the internet. If you follow most of the social media team now, Not everything you see on social media is real. Most of it are AI generation. The AI generation. The AI very
just hold on. I will bring you right back as soon as you make a point. Just hold on.
The AI is very dangerous, especially global society, the global nation in country like Africa, and especially our country, where they quit to believe in everything that they see on social media. They quit to believe anything they see on social media. The Unity Party to crack down on opposition that threat to that rule, they will use AI generation. For example, they can use it against the former president. So the president got to be very careful. It's a warning. Me, I seen it to him when I seen it to them now. The opposition black that want to come in power 2029. You got to be very careful how you move. They will use AI generation to pin you on your dead certain crime before it late. They finish damaging your reputation. They finish doing all kind of things to you. They will use AI. Believe me, they will use AI. When you remember the election, before the election, they had Sogana. I think that was small. Some people put the opposition put something together concerning one guy in America. They say, what so people in Grand G. I remember that story.
Yeah. What they say, people are training in Grand G. Yeah.
Thank you.
Even the opposition ANC ran with it. The ANC leader even ran with it. So people training in Grand G there.
Thank you. It was all that thing was fake. That just people imagine people came on the media to debunk all that thing. Now there's a new generation, of AI generation now. We don't know about, especially our country. We don't know about the AI. I said you saw the latest AI they did with Donald Trump dressing as the Pope. He even had to answer question in the Oval Office. He said he know nothing about it. I said they asking in the Oval Office. They dressing like Pope. And when saw it, when couldn't believe that whole thing. They tell the Pope. It was an AI. He said I know nothing about it. Imagine the president in America like dress that AI. So similar thing by 2027, 2028. When people start putting their finger on AI, especially the CDC party, the hierarchy of the CDC party, you gotta be very careful for your stand-up bearer. Because they will do all kind of AI. They will AI, even women, they will AI naked people that the president I said the AI generation will be very, very tough. It will play part in our Liberian politics by 2029. It will play serious part in Liberian politics by 2029. So I just trying to inform the Liberian people, especially the opposition bloc, they must get aware. They must start thinking about it. They must start thinking about it. And something that brother said, let me bust what our brother said. That brother not lie. The Unity Party people, they don't want to get power. It's not joke. Prince has said it before. We're on a crossroad. The people taste power to just relinquish power for another group. It will not be easy. So the opposition got to stand strong. The cheating, everything they will put in place. So the Unity Party, they will not want to get power. So that thing that brother saying, I believe it. I've been flagging these things there. It will happen. Let me go back
to our brother Wilter. Let me go back to our brother. My brother Wilter, you listen to Jake making a very strong point and agreeing with you. And I like the way you outline, the chronological way in which you outline it from the way the Unity Party has been proceeding and where they are now. But let me ask you this particular question. Is there anything that we as Liberians should actually be afraid of with all the way they are proceeding, even though you said the international community has never put out any statement where they will condemn what is happening? But don't you think that it is something that that we should not really pay attention to, because the world is modding and the entire world eye is on Liberia? They are watching Liberia based on where we are from and how the United Nations has spent millions of dollars to bring the peace. Don't you think it's just something that we can just brush aside and just move on and wait for 2029? Yes, sir.
That would be the wrong approach. The fact of the matter is that the international community could question the we are administration for every little thing that the administration some of the minister, for example, the whole even Ellen Johnson selling the Union coverage and was there to say, oh, now is spreading for doing wrong things. Only for the very first stage, they were involved with everything. They were making sure, as a matter of fact, we have people in Liberia that were working alongside with the government to make sure the government were proceeding in the right way. So we were getting reports coming from abroad, from the American embassy talking, and everywhere else, making sure that President we are governed transparently, peacefully, to all any kind of wish for or whatever. Today, where at the time the opposition was very vocal, the opposition did not even sit. I can tell you from the very day that President we have soon announced President we are president, the opposition got in full gear to disrupt him, to lie on him, to tarnish his reputation, to say everything bad about Europe. And the international community were right there to work along with them to make sure that the opposition
Where that sound coming from? Prince, that sound from you? Hello? A sound from you, Prince. It's disturbing, man. We can't hear nothing, Prince. It's sound from you, Prince. We're hearing serious feedback. Nobody hearing you, Prince. Problem. There's serious problem with the computer. Too much time. Gonna echo. Where this one coming from?
And for me, about nothing. Nobody. Okay, sorry. No, I say sorry now. Okay, sorry. If you I would ask the question again. Okay, sorry.
No.
Answer now. Then you okay.
Accounting and fairness. Same thing. You just name them. We have to, as parliament, and they are posting
thing for up to Ganta. It was in maintenance stage. They done that road. I remember during the campaign, there was this. She's our mother. She's our grandmother. But there was this.
What about the Japanese free?
So I'm coming there. Okay. So there was this groundbreaking ceremony that took place in Banga during the heat of the election that had to do with Banga Salaye. But like I said,